Oh, we live?
Come on, man.
Welcome to another faithful episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast. I'm AK.
I'm Sir Hans in the building.
To my left is the producer, Reflex.
Reflex, man.
Never introduced himself, by the way.
Man, the people will know me one day.
Nah, very soon, not one day. Might be tomorrow.
I gotta stay low key, man. You know, producers, I've even got to be in a shot right now, so.
I mean,
you like a Diddy type, man.
You know,
take that.
Yo, man, listen though, like, I got a friend in Canada, right? Shout out to Grace, man. She lives with sickle cell, and you know, I was on Instagram one day and I was just snooping around. And I literally stumbled on the face of sickle cell, and the page was skipped. I guess, you know what I'm saying, she was still building it, and you know, but it's coming together now. And she happens to also be a contestant for Miss Cameroon 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, in the building today we got Geraldine.
Hello.
welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for welcoming me into your home. It's really an honor to be here. Like I always want to start every session of mine, I would love to start with a prayer, if we don't mind.
No,
Sure.
definitely. Let's get it.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Father, we just called you to come into our gathering, Lord. You have created this session, Lord, as by your will and power. So we call your presence here, and we say thank you for giving us this great opportunity to stand and walk at once. Like we walk as family, we walk as brothers and sisters. It don't matter where we come from. So Lord, you've given us this opportunity today. We pray that you open doors, not only for the face of sickle cell, but for Stuck in the Middle, that they will continue to do the great job that they are doing, to uplift the people that they find worthy to be uplifted. And we pray that this will also inspire other people to come through, to be somebody, to follow their dreams. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Man, yo, like that's the first we got on this pod.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Every week comes to something new, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Every day's
Appreciate
a new day.
Yeah, every day's a new day. New experiences.
If you choose to hold on to your past, you get stuck there.
Hey, she dropping bars already. She dropping bars. Let the people know, like, official, like, who is Geraldine? I don't want to mess up your last name.
Right.
How you say
I
it?
am Geraldine Aloh.
Uh-huh.
Where I could call my middle name, because a lot of people kind of scared to call their middle names, and they be like, oh, I don't want people to know how my middle name is Lum. As you all know, in Cameroon, it's a very famous name.
Yes.
Loom. Do you guys have a story about Loom? Because you guys
say
have a story about Loom.
We'll save that one for later. Bro, we'll save that one for later.
You know, there's always a story. You know, there's always a story somewhere. But just for the
That's definitely a famous Cameroonian name, Loom.
Yes, definitely a famous Mancon name and Bafut name.
Mancon too.
Come on, we cook the best achu you can.
Hold on.
No.
You cannot do that. Not here.
First of all,
I wing.
you're in an
Shout
our
outs.
household.
Come on,
I didn't know that, my bad. No, I think I got lawyers coming after me.
Just stick with your fun, Jama, and leave a truth to us. I beg.
Well, let's say Cameroonians, we are one. Yeah. It doesn't matter what we cook, what we eat, we all eat together.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
That's facts.
Achu or no achu, we all eat the same yellow soup.
I want to eat your achu though.
Well, you're welcome.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, after this session, we can all go to Congress.
Hey.
Bruh, that's the move. She has already dressed the food. She has already
you
dressed
guys
the
weren't.
food.
I'm a good cook. I could personally cook the achu and deliver it right here.
Why you gotta deliver it now?
We are coming to eat it.
You know, it's where it was prepared.
Okay, good.
That's the best way
the
to
call
enjoy
can
food.
just replace,
You know?
and the other will be in.
Look at that food addict. Look at that food addict over there. It's just like,
Food is carrying me away.
Say no more.
Nah, but yeah, like,
Yeah. Going back to what Reflex asked, right? Who is Geraldine Aloh?
Geraldine Aloh is the founder and CEO of the Face of Sickle Cell. She doesn't only live with this disease. She has gone her whole life battling this disease. She understands what it is to have sickle cell anemia. It's not an easy task, but I will tell you, Geraldine has been pushing through, and she's here to create an awareness to get everybody to come out so we can help our brothers and sisters back home and the whole world, if possible. Sickle cell has to be heard. Sickle cell is just as important as any other disease. So this is Geraldine Aloh presenting herself.
You are coming from the hospital.
Yes.
Like when we were in communication, you know what I mean, like to come on the pod, you were literally, and there's video on Facebook to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were literally in the hospital, like.
Yeah. I was. Oh God! It was one of those crises that it came in. I was having a blessed and happy morning, and that morning I was hosting Cameroonians Rock. You all know Cameroonians Rock.
I've heard about
1
it.
or 237 on Snapchat.
No, but here he's.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, someone got me to host, so, oh, you're doing Miss Cameron. We like what you're doing. Your platform is so real. It's so plain. We want you to come and host. Like, one thing I always say is God doesn't put you somewhere that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that morning, I was so tired. I left work, came at 5 a.m. I was tired. I just wanted to sleep. But I had to be online to host. So I went online, started the hosting. It was going perfect. I took them to my life, went out doing what I was doing. Then I came back and it ended up like, okay, wait, what's going on with her? I'm feeling pain. And I'm like, okay, actually it was with my boyfriend. I was like, babe, I'm feeling pain. He said, please, you be all right. It's just one of those pains. So I took Tylenol. All of a sudden, I find myself crying. And I say, hey, this is not one of those pains. I need to be in the hospital as soon as I can be in the hospital. So take me right now. He's like, this is real. I'm like, yeah. So he's like, okay, let's go. We got in the car, and but traffic is so crazy. And I'm like, God, when are we going to get there? Because my pain normally starts from my chest. But this time around, I had a back pain. My legs, you know how you play soccer in your leg, you're kind of numb. And you have all those cramps. So my legs were all crampy. I could not move. He pulled the chair to the back and said, like, just lay down. I said, I can't. I'm twisting in the car back and forth. So in the process of that, the viewers also saw me went into the crisis. Because I went on Snapchat literally say, I am getting sick. I don't know why I'm getting sick, but I am getting sick. So everybody started sending messages back and forth. We got to the hospital. I told him, call my best friend. My best friend, Trish, she's always been there for me. She's still there for me. And you guys can see she's here with me. So he called her like, we're on our way to the hospital. She said, I'll be there. We got there. As soon as like sickle cell crisis, boom, in the room. IV. One of the nurse, I don't know if she understood my pain. Please, you screaming. Can you keep it low? I look at her for a second. I said, God, if I curse her out, it would not pay me no. It would not give me no
Satisfaction.
No satisfaction. Right. I calmed down myself in that pain. I said, I'm strong enough to control this pain. So when I calmed down myself a little bit, and then the doctor walked in, and the doctor said, I can see deep pain in your eyes. You are in so much pain. And then he put the medication in. Normally, they got to go through their procedures for you to, to administer narcotics on you. So he went through his procedures, and they finally put the narcotics. But guess what? It was not working because the pain was crucial. It was like, I don't know how to. Sometimes I describe sickle cell pain as have you ever broken your hand, a arm, a leg? Can you times that pain times 5?
Man,
that was brutal.
Then you know how we feel, because our pain comes from our joints and our bones. And at that time, I started feeling like my whole back was shattered. I felt like my bones were all crumbs, like literally a crumb.
And this is every time you
get into that
How often?
crisis. Where I have learned to control my crisis in a way that I get into this deep crisis once a year. Like, that's the limitations I've come to. When I was a teenager, it was worse. As a baby, it was worse. But at this age, as an adult, I'm so stress-free. If I'm mad at you, boom, I'll hear you right there until I'm mad at you and get done with it. I don't keep it and be stressful about stuff. Number one secret of staying away of sickle cell crisis is staying out of stress. So
Positive vibes.
everything about me should be positive. If you come around me with a negative attitude, I'll give you right back, and I'll tell you, hey, I'm not up for that. So if you have something towards me, let's take care of it and move forward. I don't dwell in the past. So that's how I use to take care of myself and help myself grow out of this crisis. And I make sure I'm hydrated, number one. My mom makes me blood tonic. I eat right. Sometimes I don't eat, but I make sure that at least a day I have enough water. I have fruits, and even if I have a meal a day, let me have the nutrients, like the balanced diet. So that's how I manage my own crisis, and like I said, stress free. And I try to get as much rest that I can. So when this crisis came this time around, I call it the crisis of the year. Because last year I had a crisis in May. So it's just like a month apart of last year. And May was my son's birthday. I planned Chuck E. Cheese, everything. Guess what happened?
Dang.
A day before I ended up in the ER. And I'm like, oh God, I can make it out of the ER. The doctor was like, nope, your hemoglobin is low. As low as 4 or 5. And that's close to death. So we're not letting you go.
Sheesh.
And my son ended up spending his birthday with me in the ER, in the hospital, because I end up getting admitted in the hospital. So I don't know, but other people feel like narcotics is like the number one thing to use to ease your pain. No, your mind, the way you set up your mind towards your pain, the way you think about your sickle cell, that's the way you get sick. I don't tell myself I'll be sick this morning. When I woke up this morning, I just told you guys I'm from the hospital with my son. I asked him one simple question: are we taking turns? He's only 3, but I'm like, wait, are we taking turns? Because why are you in the hospital?
When I ask you, is it transmittable, like from mother to son or daughter to child?
Yeah, sickle cell is a blood type. So unless you get married to someone that has sickle cell or has the trait, which is AS or S, because there are different types of sickle cell. We have the SC, and then we have the SS, and then we have the AS. So if you get married to somebody that has AS and you SS, possibilities you're going to have a child with sickle cell. You get married to somebody that has SC, possibilities you're going to have a child that has sickle cell. You get married to someone that has 2AS, get married, like my father and my mother, they produce me. So I have sickle cell. So the only way to avoid this is to get married to someone that doesn't have the trait at all. Someone that is AA. You get married to someone that's AA, you're good to go. My son's father is AA, so when I had my son ended up being a carrier. So he doesn't have sickle cell, he's just a carrier. And one important thing, I have a twin brother.
Didn't know.
Yep.
Does he have?
Nope.
Interesting.
So what is it? Is it like one? Is like one in? What are this like some statistics? Like 1 in 5 people? Like,
I would say God design. To me, this is my own perspective of things. I believe God chooses who He wants to have a certain background.
Right.
So in my family, I was the one who was choose to have sickle cell because I came out with a full-grown man that is running around playing soccer and he's healthy, and he has more hair in his hair than me. And I'm asking God, like, God, wait, we were both conceived at the same time. Though we're different eggs, why the heck do I have sickle cell? He doesn't.
yeah.
So God chooses who He chooses for a reason and a purpose.
Yeah.
And like I said on my live, when I was live on Facebook, I'm proud of who I am. I am proud to stand and say I have sickle cell. Because that is what makes me Geraldine. That is what makes me strong. That is what makes me want to wake up every day and live life. Knowing that I wake up every day and I'm not in pain or I'm in pain, it's another way of living life. So to me, sickle cell, the only thing we can do about sickle cell right now is create awareness and try to find the cures that we can find And medications that can help ease the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing for sure, there are medications. But
There-
every medication comes with its own effect. They don't have every medication, like oxycodone. You take oxycodone, you know that's narcotics, right?
Mm-hmm.
It knocks you out
Right.
completely, and that's drug. Plain cocaine. But we take it as painkillers, and that's what works for us. Okay, they brought up one medication called hydroxyurea. Hydroxyurea damages your liver.
Mm.
So, which one are you gonna choose? Sickle cell or your liver being damaged? People don't understand what is going on. The doctors will tell you everything about this medication, how it can sustain your life. The only way to sustain your life is you keeping yourself healthy and taking the precautions and making sure that you don't go through the stress and putting yourself together. Those medications would damage some other part of your body, and it would double what you have in you. I'm not advising nobody to go and tell their doctors I can't take it. It's my will
Yeah.
not to take it, because even my insurance calls me, congratulations for not being in the hospital more than 5 times a year. Then I go to the hospital, the doctor's like, I only saw you last year, and the last time I checked, you only came to the ER 2 times. Just for pain medication, and you were out after 2 hours. This is not where I want to be. I have bills. I have a son. I'm a single mother. I don't need to be here. Some people come here for the narcotics. They come here because they are on SSI.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dwell on SSI for $700 a month. That cannot afford my bills.
Mm.
That cannot take care of my son. So guess what? I have to go to work. When I was pregnant, I worked 3 jobs.
Shit.
And people were like, how did you do it? I was like, okay, wait, pause. You're not me. My pregnancy was beautiful. I only had blood transfusion twice. When I was pregnant and after I had my son. So God, like I said, God put you into this world with everything that he gives you
He equips you,
for a reason and a
Yeah.
purpose. So never doubt yourself for who you are, where you stand, or where you come from. Be proud of yourself. Just tell yourself that, hey, I can make it no matter what. And trust me, I'm not boasting, but I am blessed. I can sit here and say, I'm stronger than you, and you, everybody. Because that is my own motivation. That's
Yeah.
how I motivate myself. That's how I uplift myself and tell myself that, hey, I could be anywhere I want to be. So
That's very
just
true.
life.
That's like I always
Deep,
go, you know, I always tell people, God doesn't give you something without, purpose. Like your life has a purpose, right?
Yeah.
No matter where you are in life, the
Yep.
difficulties, the good times, God knows you can handle that.
Yep.
So don't limit yourself. Don't just see the bad in it.
Yep.
See the beauty in it, and just keep striving, and eventually He will reward you for, that downtime, if that's the right word to use.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
guess,
reward you for every broken
Yeah.
moment.
I mean, like, that's very inspiring, man. Flex, a long time ago, he's been talking about, we need to have a session about sickle cells. You know what I mean? But I never really thought much about it until when Prodigy, the rapper, he passed away due to sickle cells because he was living with sickle cells.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, this thing really, like, kills. You know what I mean? You could
Yeah,
really
it
die
does.
from it. And I used to just think it was something that you probably just have like a convulsion from it once in a while, That's how I looked at it. And then when he was talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, we definitely have to have a session about sickle cell. And then you came along, I was like, perfect timing. I wish we talked about it
Don't wish that.
before. No,
Prior
no,
to
just
God
this
has
episode.
his own timing.
Yeah.
Prior to the episode, yeah.
I mean, we been had plans about talking about it, so it's not like we doing it because of somebody, famous died from it or something
Yeah.
like that. So.
I understand.
I did hit you up though before, like I guess you were still getting the Instagram popping back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
timing. It's
probably
timing.
did not respond
Yeah,
to
it's
you
all
because
timing. It's all timing.
It's all timing. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
God has his perfect
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
for everything.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I'm running for Miss Cameroon USA 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, everything that's supposed to make, is supposed to bring the face of sickle cell together is coming together.
Mhm.
I'm here today, live with you guys. It's not by our doing. It's because God has already put this moment, like, this is
Right.
my moment, this is
Mhm.
my time. There's also one thing I always tell myself. If you're driving on the highway and you miss your exit, don't be mad. Do you know why? You don't know what was ahead of you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's facts.
You just don't know. So every time I drive, I miss my exit. I was like, God, should I be mad? I'm late. No, don't be mad. God just prevented you from something really bad.
That's facts.
So
Talk about, like, you know, like, why did you decide to start the face of sickle cell?
wow, that's you just got me back to my roots.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you know.
Wow. Okay, why I decided to start the face of sickle cell. Like I said, I'm a full-blown patient with sickle cell.
Mhm.
And my inspiration started from two friends that died back home in Cameroon. My auntie would stay here in the States and she would send me medication, folic acid and all of those, you know, strong Tylenols that we have here. And I find myself distributing those medications to all the sickle cell kids in Boyer, Bamander. Then I sat here, I told my dad, may he so rest in peace. I said, Daddy, I think I need to do something about sickle cell. He said, you're always coming up with something. He said, how are you going to go about it? I said, when the time comes, God will lead me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay, fine. Hopefully, I will be able to help you out. I'm like, sure. So, 2015, I have friends that I will bring ideas to, but you know, like when people just kind of shut you down with your own business, like, oh, I don't have time for this. And I really did not know how to channel myself around things. So I started doing my own research on how to do things. I started going about asking questions, pulling these same people back towards me. And I said, I really want to create an awareness for sickle cell. Then when I started, Children's Hospital started asking me to come in. Every year I go in and I talk about sickle cell to other kids. I advise them, especially when I became an adult. So I had to go to get them transitioned from teenage to adulthood and how it feels like to be an adult and being out there by yourself, living with sickle cell. The doctors are not running after you for your appointments. So that kind of, it inspired me more and more and more. And I was going to school to become, I was majoring in criminal justice. I switched straight up social work. Because my social worker was at that time. She brought so much to the plate for me.
Mhm.
She gave me so much opening to stuff. And I was like, if someone can do this, I think that's where I need to be. So I end up 2005. I started thinking about the name. And then I told myself, I'm hitting myself too much. I said, I'll pray about this. I prayed. And one day I just woke up. I love to write. I have scrambled. Like I was scrambling everywhere. And then I wrote somewhere, the face of sickle cell.
Mhm.
Then my whole idea is the face of sickle cell is my face for now. That's what I was saying. It's my face for now. I have it, so I own the face. Then 2016, I went and registered the name. Then I started building the other website you saw. I started calling people what do you know about websites? Who can help me build websites? What photo shoot should I do? You know, people would just say whatever they want to say to you at that moment because they probably want to take something or they don't know much.
Mhm.
And those that helped me at that time, I applaud them because they did well because this is where I am now.
Right.
So we started somewhere. And finally, I met PK. And then I was like, I need to build my website. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how much it's going to take me to put everything together. He was like, we at the right place. So,
Shout out to PK.
yeah, shout out to him, PK. I love you, man.
He's been on the pod too. Yeah, he's a dope guy.
Yeah, I love him. He is hard, but he's hard for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's me and him started working and it's not about the money. That's what I found in him. It's not Geraldine. It's not about the money. Because what he's done so far for me, if I had to pay him $1 million,
Mhm.
it's not enough. So he was like, this is my number one focus. Let's get the budget together. Because as you can see, I'm working really hard, but I need to get my budget together. I'm not asking no dime from none of my board members because I don't want nobody coming and saying, oh, you asking me money, I can't produce, I can't be there. No, I want to put it on my own. And then I get people to come and say, okay, I'm willing to join and we're going to do this legally. I don't want nobody being like, oh, Face of Sickle Cell, I put my 50 cents in it. Okay, no, I don't want that. I just want to build it and then bring everybody in. And then I see who's really interested in working with me. And at that time, I had a friend of mine when I was doing all of this, Babatunde. We when registered the name, he like, this is really good. Then he brought in one of the other guys, Abdul. He has sickle cell too.
Mhm.
So everything just started working together. We started putting things back and forward, and he's like, oh, I like this. So I started asking who want to be a bottom member. Do you want to be? So I'm like, y'all think about it and let me know. So those that came to me like, I want to be. I'm like, good. I had one girl also. I'm not going to call her name. I don't want her feeling all like, I'm putting her out there. Where two people walked out of me. And I was like, this is not the end of the world.
Mm.
One of them have sickle cell. And I was looking at like, she's really an advocate for sickle cell. But because of selfish and personal reasons, she felt like, we need to bring everything close to her. So PK was like, we're not doing that. You all know him. We're not doing that. We're going to replace anybody that don't feel like they can come around. I'm like, sure, you're the boss. So we spoke to her one, she still failed to come, the meetings, everything. I'm like, I'm not gonna take you serious if you don't take me serious.
Mhm.
This is business, this is money, and this is something real to me. You have the disease. If you don't take it that real, then there's no point in you walking with me. So I'm this straightforward person. I texted her with straight anger, like, why are you doing this? Like, you supposed to be part of this.
Mhm.
Then I pick up my phone. I'm like, you know what? Let me call this girl. I call her. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Oh, the distance is too far. I said, when you're leaving to go to clubs in Maryland, you don't see the distance. But to come to a simple meeting and a photo shoot,
Yeah.
you complaining of the distance. If you want gas, that's no problem. We'll put you gas. So I was like, this is a slim excuse for no reason. I said, you are not ready to be a part of the Face of Sickle. I told her straight up, you're not ready to be a part of the Face of Sickle Cell. Whenever you're ready,
Hit me up.
hit me up, and I will put you on. I will consider you one of the volunteers because you leaving a board member to be a volunteer, and that pissed her off really bad.
Oh dang, yeah.
And she blocked me off. That didn't still hurt because life has to go on.
Definitely.
And then one of them she was really close to me also. She just walked away. Personal reasons, still not to say. And to me, it hurt. That hurt me because that's somebody I was looking up to. But we have to grow out of it. I grew out of it, and I found replacements. And now I have the crew.
Yes, I was just gonna say, where is the Face of Sickle Cell now as an organization?
The Face of Sickle Cell right now it's really building up because our IRS papers should be finalized by Monday. So our tax exempt, thank you. That's the one thing everybody want to know. Y'all got tax exempt because I ain't putting my dime. Y'all not giving me no tax papers back. So right now, Monday is the final day. Like I said, I had one member come in that replaced one of the members, he's awesome. PK really loves him. If PK says I love somebody, then you should be running behind that person. So Monday, we're going to get the final results for our 501c3. The lady, so far, she really was nice and walking close to her. She really helped us to put things through. I felt like, because the way she spoke to me, she was like, I haven't seen somebody that has so much drive and passion. I was like, I could talk about sickle cell every day, any minute. You wake me up in my sleep, I'll be saying something about sickle cell.
All right.
So she's like, I see your drive, I see your passion. I'm gonna help you guys get your 501c3 order together so your tax exempt can come out as soon as possible. Then I was like, do you know I'm running for Miss Cameroon USA and that's my platform? girl, really? I'm gonna vote for you. What's the link? I said, just go and look. You already know my name. My name is the CEO, Geraldine. She's like, I got you. So if I'm getting somebody from the IRS to go vote for me,
Cameroon better support.
Cameroon better be surprised.
Especially, people who have eaten your achu.
No, to be honest, I haven't cooked achu.
So you were running your mouth.
My mom cooks the achu, but I can cook achu. It's just, when with my illness, they don't feel like you need to heat anything. My mom don't like before they didn't feel like I could sweep. That's if you go to Cameroon, most children that have sickle cell, they don't even let them do house chores. Cause who want to be spending money every day in the hospital?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So like that triggers.
Like if I hit my head on this wall, just like you, we might hit the same level of pain, but mine is crucial than yours.
Dang.
So nobody wants you to go heat yourself by sweeping, cleaning the house, getting exhausted cleaning the house, and then they have to go spend 20,000 CFA hospital bills. No, just chill and relax.
Prevention
We'll
is
do the
better
work.
than prevention is better than cure.
You should know how it feels in Cameroon. Like they don't want to spend that money; they just want to prevent it. Like no. My father, people playing under the rain. You know how sweet it is to play under the rain. I can't play because as soon as I catch cold, because I'm anemic too.
Yeah.
Damn, hospital. So I'm sitting. You know how you sit on the balcony and you watching everybody playing. That shit is hurting. you cannot control it. I'd rather go in there and get sick. I told my dad like I'm going in.
Ready to risk it all.
So pretty much
And
your life is like limited.
Yeah,
to a
it's
lot of
limited
things.
to a lot of things, but I've learned that it's not, you have your limitations. You can walk through those stuff, but in a better way. All right, give me a raincoat, give me an umbrella. I'll go and play under the rain. I'm dressed warm. The water is not touching me, so I'm not catching the cold. My dad is like, that makes sense.
But a cold could still crawl under your skin, though. I mean, into your skin, though.
Come on. I'm wearing all this. You think my dad would just put a raincoat and a t-shirt on me?
Nah.
He gonna dress me really warm and put the raincoat, and that's heat. Plus, they didn't have an umbrella. The rain is not even touching my head. It's covered, and there's still an umbrella. So he was like, "That's the only way you can play under the rain."
Yeah.
And I had fun that one time, and then but guess what? When I came back home, I started shivering.
And they're like, I don't kill them.
Yeah, no. Then I didn't want to say nothing to nobody. My twin brother always know because he could feel my pain. So he went, Mommy Geraldine is not okay. The heat got her to be sick, not the cold. And that was true. Too much heat, too much cold. You always need to be on the balance scale. So my mom was looking at me like, are you okay? I'm shaking. I'm nodding my head. She said, no, you're not. ER, let's go.
Sheesh.
They already knew me, so they had, in Cameroon, they put that thing on your hand when you're a child. The plank thing that they put so that they see your veins.
No.
Oh,
I never
you guys
seen
didn't
that.
have
I
that
never seen
experience.
that,
Oh, sorry.
no.
You all need to Google it. They have that. Even here in America, they put the thing in children's hand when it's difficult for them to see your vein. Because I have really tiny veins. If I could show you guys, this is my best vein. And as you can see, it's been poked. At the hospital, I had 3 needles in me. 1 for pain medication, 1 for IV, and 1 if any of them gets.
So you got 3 needles
I had
every
3
time.
needles. 3 needles. At this time, I was in, it was really crucial. So they had to take me into intensive care.
Wow.
That's where I was the whole time till I left. I was in intensive care. So it was really bad. So my point here is sickle cell is real. And people need to understand that this illness kills a lot.
Okay.
So what part? I mean, going back, right? What part? It's a blood disorder, right?
It's an inheritance, a blood inheritance.
A blood inheritance. So what is it? The red blood cells or the white blood cells?
Red blood cells.
Red blood cells.
Okay, I'll give you guys a little
Please do.
something about our own cells. You know how y'all have the full moon blood cells? Okay, we don't have half. We have
Quarter.
quarter. Like it's really tiny. That this is how the cells work. It can't fight, say, any disease that easily because it is not full and it's not half eater. So it's so tiny that it's difficult to fight even a simple headache. A headache can get you into crisis. So when you get the process of us getting sick is, like the blood is penetrating, the cells are penetrating into your vein. Our own sickle, we block the veins. When we block the veins, blood is not penetrating. Nothing is going through the veins. Then now you're in pain. Because come on, blood got to go through.
Yeah.
You're in pain. That's where you get really crazy pain. Then your joints and everything start hurting. I think there's a video on my website, under the face of sickle cell, a doctor showing that how it's happening, and that he's created a cure for sickle cell so far that they can test my brother's cells to see if he's a match to me, and they'll take his full-blown cells and put them in transfuse them into me. Then it will give me healthier cells. So it's on my
The bone marrow is like I've heard of like bone
it's
marrow.
different from the bone marrow.
Does that one?
This one is
how
like
good is that
cells
one?
to cells.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
your cells match. Like we have a match. It's just like bone marrow also have to have a match. Cells like okay, so they test you, me, you're a match. So they take probably like 20 of yours and just give it to me, and it helps me because it comes now in plenty mine, and then I have more of healthier cells than sick cells. So that kind of like that's what the doctor is saying he's doing. And there was a lady here testifying to that she's been living with sickle cell. Her dad even passed away with sickle cell, but ever since she had that transfusion of the cells, she feels way better, like she don't have sickle cell. So I think that's something I want to try. Me and Abdul talked about it.
Hey,
And
you
You gotta
try it.
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do, yo.
I want to try it, but guess what? Before you try it, you also have to know that a lot of people have done it.
And they do,
And it worked for them because
you don't want to be the guinea pig.
marrow.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to do the bone marrow transplant, but if they tell you it's 50-50, do you want to go through that pain? I've seen people who've done it and end up crippled, and they're not fine. They still have sickle cell. So,
But I mean, somebody got to be the first. You know,
People
I'm not
have
saying
been- no,
you,
people have
but
done
somebody
it.
has to be
people
the
have
first
done
to try
it,
it. Yeah.
but it's just my own perspective of how I see it. I don't enjoy living with this pain. I don't. But I also look at what comes with all of these treatments, what comes with all of this stuff that everybody is coming. It's just like HIV/AIDS. When HIV/AIDS started, they didn't have no medication for it. It killed a lot. And then they started getting medication, but there's still no cure. I believe when they say there is a cure for sickle cell, there is no cure for sickle cell. There's just they just helping us to ease the pain.
To
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you cannot change that blood type not to be SS. Please, researchers, forgive me if I'm saying this wrong. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but that is my own perspective of stuff. Because if they were cure for stuff, cancer would have had one long time ago.
True.
I think it's a cure for cancer. They're just trying to make a profit of like that's a topic for another day. But yeah, I think they're just trying to make money right now.
I'm not comparing. I'm comparing at the same time. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad about themselves. My father died of cancer. I wish I would have known how to take his pain away. But I couldn't. I started going bald like this because of my dad. First I did both sides. Then, right now, I like, let me honor my dad for the last time. Then I put everything down. And then I'm like, you look good with a bald headed. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
keep
keep
it.
that look.
So I want to ask, what do you plan to accomplish with the face of sickle cell? I mean,
all right, I'll accomplish.
like
Is
detail,
huge.
like with the funds that you plan on receiving.
It is huge. Our number one priority is to make sure that we go back home, which I start with my home, Cameroon, to make sure that no child is in deep pain just because they don't have medication.
Mm.
Here in the US, we have facilities, we have hospitals. We go there, just 30 minutes to give you that pain medication. It seems like you're going to die. Then what about somebody that needs money to buy that medication and they don't have it? Then they have to go for days and weeks before looking for that money. I want to be that provider that when you come, I have sickle cell, they put you right there, they administer medication on you, you feel better and go home. I want that parent to know that if my child is sick, I'm running to the face of sickle cell and my child is getting treated. My child's pain is going to get eased right there. The face of sickle cell is never going to charge anybody for no medication. Nothing. Blood transfusion, nothing. We're going to make sure that we'll build our own clinics as time goes by. But the meantime, we partnering with hospitals. I don't know, the General Hospital in Bamenda, that's my number one because that's the hospital that took care of me. So if I have to start somewhere, that's where I'm starting. I have people working. It's just the thing that was going on in Bamenda, so I couldn't really fully put everything together. But I already started putting in touch with people there. So that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that no child is left untouched with sickle cell, and we also want to make sure that as soon as a child is delivered, the child is diagnosed to find out if they have sickle cell or not, because in Cameroon, 400,000 people are diagnosed with sickle cell every year.
400,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 200 of them are infants.
Every year.
Every year. And some of them die not knowing why they're dead. Like the parents don't know the reasons of why they're dead. And then when they do the, how y'all call that? Autopsy or whatever. Then they find out it's sickle cell. But if they had diagnosed it the same day, the same minute that child came out of the womb, they would have prevented the death. So to me, that's neglect.
Right.
And I don't believe in neglect.
Man.
Stuff we never thought about. I mean, stuff you go about life not even thinking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty great. That's great. Let's switch gears a little bit. You know, I know you have sickle cell and you're a soldier. You're not letting that define you as a person, period. I see you a contestant for the Miss Cameroon, Miss Cameroon pageant.
Yeah.
So what got you to that point where he's like, yo, I'm going for this. This is mine.
Good. That's a perfect question. I think I answered that question more than 100 times in my mind, right? We're now hearing your life. It's like, okay,
I'm about to just move your sit real quick, okay?
Yeah, I'm that kind here.
All right.
Wow. My purpose and reason for going into Miss Cameroon USA, number one is I'm proud to be a Cameroonian. Number two, I believe that they have something that they have resources that when you go there, they will help you develop whatever is real within you. Miss Cameroon USA, with Lady K, I see a passion in her. Like, the times I've seen her in the group chat, she's a jovial lady. She's down for what she's down for.
Wait, hold on. Who's Lady K?
She's the CEO of the faces of Miss Cameroon.
Miss Cameroon, okay.
So, you know, me being a Miss Cameroon is like, I tell myself like, hey, just the fact that the face of sickle cell is finding herself in Miss Cameroon USA, that's already a plus. The crown or not the crown, the face of sickle cell is still gonna stand where they are going. We're gonna head to our destination, but this crown is gonna elevate us. It's gonna help us to create awareness. It's gonna open doors for us to touch the corners that we cannot touch on our own. There's certain things that Miss Cameroon will bring to the plate for the face of sickle cell that I might have not known about. There's some resources that I probably cannot touch that they can touch. And through Miss Cameroon USA, we're going to create a great awareness for sickle cell in Cameroon. Because I know they have what it takes to build a non-profit organization to get to where they want to get to and to get their voices to be heard. So I believe in Miss Cameroon USA to take me to the next level, to build this platform to become the real reality, because it's already a reality. And things are coming forward for it. Like right now, Children's Hospital is partnering with me in America. That's a plus.
That's a big plus.
That's a huge one. They making me one of their board members to be a spokesperson for Sickle Cell and Children's Hospital also. That's a huge plus. I can use those resources and bring them into Miss Cameroon and make this platform go bigger. And I'm not only going to be doing that for myself and the face of Sickle Cell, but I'm also going to be uplifting Miss Cameroon. I'm going to be uplifting Miss Cameroon, USA, and I'm going to be uplifting Cameroon. In the US, when they're going to be calling, "Oh, Miss Geraldine, can you come in host a seminar for Sickle Cell?" Who you? Miss Cameroon, USA. Oh my God, y'all had that? Because now people ask me like, "Oh, Cameroon was doing the pageant too." Yeah, we people, we are a country. So yeah, Cameroon is a country.
When is the pageant, man? Y'all gotta get out there.
Y'all gotta get your tickets.
Definitely.
The pageant is July 22nd.
Yo, all the best. We wish you all the best. We're gonna be. Hey, do we have to vote or something?
Yes, you gotta
Okay,
vote.
you
The vote is open already?
Vote is open a long time
Definitely.
ago.
How many times can you vote one day?
That's cheating, you know that, right? That's
Like we
cheating.
say, spoiler alert, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean? She's the winner already. You know. You know why I know that?
What's that?
Cause my boy, right? When I put up the flyer, you know, WhatsApp everywhere, he hit me up. He's like,
Now who be
hey,
that?
exactly, exactly. No disrespect to your boyfriend, but hey,
She got it.
there's a light following you behind.
She got it in the bag. Yo.
Yeah, I was like, God.
Okay, am I blushing or what?
I was like, God, calm down.
Watch us live on
Sunday.
We see all of her.
Calm down.
So are you prepared? You know, like what they got y'all doing this year? I know, like a pageant. I watched like the Miss Universe thing and like.
Yeah, you do everything from the
You ready? You got the
culture.
speech and everything.
I'm always ready.
Oh,
I was
Sorry,
always
sorry.
born ready.
She was born ready. Don't get it twisted.
I was like, my mom said, "Wait, you going?" I don't. Sometimes I want to speak pidgin, but it's like I just bounce back to English, right?
Speak
that
that
happens to you guys.
Nah.
dog.
Girl, you guys gotta
that.
forgive me. Like, you didn't go for these things, so you don't prepare. Mommy, I'm fine. No. I never see you write any paper. I never see you carry anything. Come on. I go take things. I'm like, Mommy, wait, calm down. Mommy, I speak from the heart. I don't need no sort of writing to pour my heart out to anybody. I said, so don't worry about me. I'm not gonna mess up. Are you afraid of your reputation? She said, no. I'm proud of you. I was like, then just stay proud of me, because my words come from my heart, and your words from your heart are deeper, and nobody can take that. Even Obama, when he writes a speech, you guys notice sometimes he push it to the side and said, damn that, let me talk from my heart. Y'all think when Donald Trump goes to Twitter, he's writing from some paper? He's talking from his heart, because whatever he says, that's how he feels.
Right.
So when you say,
that's facts,
when
though.
you speak from the heart, you give your audience and everybody else that's watching you or listening to you
Man,
the real deal.
nah, you got this in the bag.
Man, shout out to
Shout out to the reigning Miss Cameroon Jamaica, by the way. So,
Yeah, shout out to her.
And you
Shout
getting
out
mad
to her.
love on Facebook too. You know, shout out to Bella about my Bella. She just asked a question. She said, "Is it something on sickle cell? Is it something that could be detected while being pregnant?"
Yes.
like the baby.
It can be detected while being pregnant, but the doctors don't advise you to do that.
Why
Because you might have an early birth. It might cause you to lose the baby, because you're going to go through so much pain for them to take the baby's blood to do that. So, yeah, it's just like trying to do a DNA when the baby's still in the womb.
Let's encourage Planned Parenthood, okay?
Well, this is what I encourage. Like I said, we're not God. Whatever God designs for us, we get it straight up.
Yeah.
He doesn't play. But the only way for you not to have a child with sickle cell, pray to God first. Ask Him that you do not want to go through that. You don't want to see a child in pain with a sincerity. And He will send you a man that or a woman that you both don't have that. At this point in my life, if I'm dating right now, but when I look at my boyfriend, I'm like, damn, you are the right guy for me. Because apparently you are AA. So, right now, I need to keep this relationship. I love him. Yeah, I need to keep it.
Put the rock on that hand. If you are listening,
Boys,
you see that God doesn't
every
put...
kiss begins with
He
K.
doesn't put the people in your life without
He went to Jared.
a reason.
Yeah.
My baby father came into my life. He's AA, and I have a son. My son is fine. So pray to God. And this is one thing I will always say, and I don't want to cry, but my son is a blessing from my dad. My dad had cancer, and before he died, he wrote in his journal. He said, I pray to God to give my daughter a son that will take care of her when I'm gone. You know when somebody dies, you read their journal? And he'd be like, wait, Daddy, so this little man that is here is you. My son was 6 months old when my father passed away. And
So it was kind of crazy because it was like he was relinquishing like everything. Like, okay, since you have a son, I could find like go and rest from this.
That's how I felt. Like this is exactly how I felt. Like my father, the day I went and took my son's 6 months photos, I came and put them on the bed. I said, Daddy, these are the pictures we took. He was really in pain. My mom tried to call 911. He said, no, nobody's calling 911. I came back, I'm like, he carried my baby, and I love taking pictures. So I took a picture of him and my son. The pictures were all lying down on his bed, and I just took a picture of them. I didn't know that was the last time I was ever going to take a picture of those two together. So my mom's like, your father don't want to go to the hospital, and he's running on high fever. I said, Daddy, why you don't want to go to the hospital? I don't feel like it. If I have to die, let me die in the arms of my family. I said, let me tell you, you're not dying anytime soon. I said, you going to the hospital. They know that I'm Daddy's girl. When I say something, Daddy does it. So I called 911 without him knowing I called 911. When they came, he said, who called you guys? Your daughter did. Which of my daughters? I said, I did, Daddy. Geraldine, you going to do this? No, Daddy, you're not going to do that to me. You're going to go to the hospital. And he went to the hospital. As soon as he got there, they gave him 24 hours that he was going to die. But my dad lived for 3 days. And then he sent me away on an errand, and he died. So my son is a big blessing from my father. And to today, I don't regret being a single mother. I don't regret being a single mother. Because that blessing comes from beyond.
Amen.
AK, got some questions?
Yeah, I got some well, there was some questions for the poll, but we just gonna, do a little rapid fire and stuff. So, I mean, if you have to, extend your answers a little bit, feel free to do so, okay?
You guys know I have so much answers.
I mean, I didn't write these questions, this entire week I've, been talking to people and, they gave me a couple questions and stuff. So some of them might be repetitive, but we're just going to do it. How important do you think it is for people to get to go for sickle cell screening before getting married?
100%. I would advise everybody to go for screening. Like, even whoever you're dating, ask them. Because you don't know who's your husband, who's your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Ask, hey, honey, are you AA or are you AS? Don't you think that we should go get tested to see the possibility, even if we choose to have a child with sickle cell, that's our choice? Just ask. Never be shy to ask somebody. Some people might be shy and like they don't want to come out. Like, there are people who don't even want to say they have sickle cell. They hide it, and that's one of my fears. Because if you cannot tell someone you have sickle cell, then nobody will be able to help you either.
Right.
So when people talk about what their goals in marriage, what they expect in their marriage, such as not having a child with sickle cell, I applaud everyone. When you start dating someone, you don't even know you're going to last with them or not. Ask those questions first. Because I believe that's one of the first questions I ask my boyfriend. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, what you?
Yeah. This is one of the first questions I ask him. So, and at first I could care less, but the more I get matured, I take it seriously. So please do go for the testing. When you getting into it, know what you're getting into it. Our parents back then was just having us. You know, in Cameroon and other countries, they say sickle cell is like that bad child that can eat the parents' money. Yeah, you guys know that. That's general language, a bad child that can. So they didn't know there is an illness that is a blood type. So let's educate those people, man. Go out there, test yourself, let you and your partner know your compatibility on having kids with or without sickle cell, and make the decision from there if you want to have a child with sickle cell or not. And like I said, when God has said it, you cannot change it.
True.
So just pray and let God put whoever he puts in your life for the right reason and the right purpose.
A quick advice for others living with sickle cell that are struggling right now.
A quick advice is stay out of stress.
Stay out of stress.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. How can the healthcare system improve care for sickle cell patients?
Whew. That's one of the things I'll be battling with the ER. I think that healthcare just need to get, like in each hospital, they should just have a department for sickle cell. Because if they have a department for sickle cell, they don't have to mix us with everybody. It's not like we don't get mixed with everybody, but when you come in with the pain, like what happened to me at the ER, when I came in and I said sickle cell crisis, I was rushed to a room as soon as possible. And they already started testing me. So my advice is let them just, in a hospital, let them just say, hey, this ER 1 to 5 is for sickle cell. Let nobody occupy that. Unless it's really crucial for somebody to be there. But this is for sickle cell. And I feel like also outside, as soon as you come or the ER and the person that's at the registry, as soon as you say sickle cell, let there be a backup to just take the person right in, because the pains are crazy. I know some of us exaggerate our pain. Yes, I'm talking to all of us. Some of us exaggerate our pain when we go there because we get used to the narcotics and we make the doctors feel bad like they're not taking care of us. No, we need to stop that also, because the doctors also now see it as we only coming for the narcotics. We're not coming with crucial pain. We got used to the medication. We love it. So we come for it because we cannot afford it on our own. And even the one that the insurance pay for it, we finish it before time. And then we want to run and get more. It's just like smoking hookah. And you get like, God, this thing got me high. And you're smoking. Right? And you want some more. It's like drinking. It's like taking shots of Hennessy and you don't even know when you passed out. Trust me, that's how it feels. So us that have sickle cell also have to understand that some of the doctors make changes because of our behaviors. So we also need to cooperate and change our behaviors of being selfish to go get medication for no reason.
Nah, that's dope. Yeah.
All right. Is there any stigma you face from others, especially those ignorant about the disease?
Any state, man. Lots.
You want to talk about one?
Yeah. All right. I had a situation where at workplace, I always like to tell people I have sickle cell. So in case I go into crisis, you know what to do. I was working at Ross. And at that time, I was pregnant with my son. And this lady walked in. She said, why are you sitting down? She was one of the managers. I didn't know her. They were doing inspection. So I was sitting down. I had my 15 minutes break. She said, you know, inspection is coming here. Why are you sitting down? I said, I'm tired and it's my break. I'm entitled to a break. She said, no, when inspection is coming, you gotta be on your feet. I said, well, no problem. I said, Bert, at this moment, I can't be on my feet because I need to rest. She said, for what reason? I said, I have sickle cell and I don't need to stress myself out. Then she turned to me and like, sickle cell? Does that ring a bell? It doesn't. You are work. You're supposed to be working. She's ignorant. Right there, I don't believe she knows what is sickle cell. Then I'm like, This is one of them. Just can't explain myself. I got up. Then my other manager came up and said, no, she's not gonna do nothing. She's been walking all day. She's been on her feet. And she has sickle cell. Initially, like, what do you mean? She said, I'll explain that to you later on. And then she said, Geraldine, you can go have a seat. Take a 30. She gave me a 30. Because, that's a lawsuit right there.
Shoot.
That's a lawsuit right there, because the government sees me as handicapped. And the fact that I'm out there trying to make money, not taking their money, and then you trying to get me to get sick, that's a lawsuit.
That's a liability.
Yeah. So government needs to save their money. And you need to stay in your job. So
Yeah. Well, how can people reach you?
Well, people can reach me through my Facebook, my personal Facebook, because I know a lot of people go through my personal Facebook. Right now, I am trying to be so responsible to reply messages on Facebook, even those that I have to accept to reply. Now I check. So you can reach me on my Facebook, Geraldine Aloh. And you can also reach me at The Face of Sickle Cell on Facebook, The Face of Sickle Cell Instagram. Snapchat right now, you can reach me at Jadine09. That's GDINE09. When you go there, you're going to see Miss Cameroon USA for now, because I changed it to Miss Cameroon USA. Which,
gotta get that branding on.
So, yeah. As for my phone number, don't ask. The website is coming up. That's thefaceofsicklecell.org. If you go there, our new email is there. You can also reach us through that.
Dope.
Hey, appreciate you for coming on, sharing your story, your experiences. We can go for ages. Like you can talk. You got stories, but we fighting for people's attention too. So, hey, can let them know how they can reach us.
Man, they can. Y'all can reach us on every platform at SITM Podcast, and don't forget to check us out on our website too, sitmpodcast.com, and
shoot us an email.
Yeah.
stuckintthemiddle237@gmail.com.
Definitely.
Geraldine,
I am stuck in the middle. For real. Look at y'all.
Stuck in
this
the
Star
middle.
Wars just it's
Hey,
time to go and eat that at you.
Of course, of course.
That fufu and
No,
Jana.
I have to hit mommy.
That fufu and Jana.
No, can I call you Lum?
Yeah, call me Lum. See, I have a
Boss.
problem with people calling me Lum, but I got used to it. Because my niece just she never call me Auntie Lum, man. Lum. I said, wait, are we age mates? Well, that's how I grew up with you. I've never called you auntie. I said, why don't you call me Geraldine? Please, I beg. Geraldine is for rich people. Lum. So I'm used to the Lum.
Nah, yo.
Yeah. You just said your last name right now, right? Say it again.
Aloh.
See, in typical Bamenda tongue, man, they say Aloh.
Aloh.
Of course.
You gotta spicy for the white videos.
People always mistake the spelling.
Yeah.
There's Aloh community, that Aloh College, you remember, which is spelled ALLO,
Right.
but ours is spelled ALOH. So people used to think that's our father. They used to my father was like,
Just finessing and you're like, yep.
so my father, is like, oh, we just need to become a family. But yeah, my last name is spelled ALOH, not ALLO, because some people might spell it wrongly too.
Yeah.
The Face of Sickle Cell is the organization. She's running for Miss Cameroon 2017. Go support July 22nd.
Yes.
And don't forget, the Stuck in the Middle podcast forum on mental health in Africa, July 22nd as well at Silver Spring, IO Spaces. We hope to see you and hear from you. This is Stuck in the Middle podcast.
PM.
2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, so you guys definitely gonna make it to my pageant.
Which is what time?
8:30 p.m.
Okay.
Pulling up.
Y'all hear the voice? I said it.
Yeah.
8:30 p.m.
Not African time.
Not African time. Y'all want to see some real, come
Pull
on.
up. All right. Tell your guy. No, sorry.
Shout out to your best friend. She knows about African time. You know.
Yeah, shout out to your best friend.
Yeah, shout out to Trish, y'all.
And shout out to your brother too. I didn't even know DJ Gerald, right?
DJ Kuj Gerard.
There you go. Yep. I just seen that. I was like, what? I was like, what? What a small world. But anyways, shout out to him too.
Yeah,
Shout out to DJ
you, bro.
Barack.
Yeah, he dropped out mad
dropped out mad
over
over
Shout out to
237.
PK.
PK was supposed to be anyway.
I
What's
know.
too many shout outs.
Too many
All right,
shout
too many.
outs.
We overtime. All right,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But hey, man, y'all go, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube. Check out that Mad Over 237 Beats by DJ Barack. Go support the man.
Let's get it.
Yep.
Yep.
Stuck in the Middle podcast.
We
We
out.
out.
Definitely we out.